I'm Lisa Chilton from the National Biodiversity Network Trust, and I'm here on the spectacular Aberdeenshire coast to tell you about the really important work that our charity does for nature, to celebrate the tens of thousands of amazing volunteers and hundreds of partner organisations who make our work possible, and to invite you to get involved. The National Biodiversity Network Trust is a wildlife conservation charity, but we're unlike any other conservation charity that you'll be familiar with. We're not out there planting trees, reintroducing beavers, or managing areas of land for wildlife. We are behind the scenes, looking after the data about wildlife that's so important for all that other activity to take place. Remarkably, most of it is collected by tens of thousands of volunteers who spend their spare time recording the wildlife that they see around them.
The great thing about wildlife recording is you don't need to be an expert. You can be an ordinary person like me. And it just takes a little bit of time. You just have to look, slow down, take a few pictures, and that can start your wildlife recording journey. I love going out on walks and just seeing what I can see, finding out about new things, and I just find it really, really interesting to learn all of these new things. Last summer, I saw a beautiful little butterfly in my garden, and I took a photo of it, and then it was confirmed that it was a holly blue. It had never been seen north of Dundee before. Very, very common down south, but it's quite exciting to see it so far north. There's now going to be a dot on the map, which has come from my wildlife sighting. It just goes to show that people can be citizen scientists and make a difference.
So what is biodiversity data? Essentially, it's records of what wildlife has been seen where, on what date, and by whom. And that might be as simple as you seeing a hedgehog in your garden. Now, a single record of a hedgehog probably isn't going to change the world, even though it might have made your day. But imagine hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of records of hedgehogs. And now you can really build up a picture of how hedgehogs are faring. And that's why wildlife data collected by people like you and me is so important. And that's where we come in, because we champion the sharing of data so that it can be used and reused again to make good decisions for nature. All of this data pours into the NBN Atlas, which is our online data portal, and it makes all of that data publicly accessible.
We have over 350 scientists, so we're a large-scale science research institute studying the natural world, and in particular looking for solutions to the planetary emergency we find ourselves in. So nature is absolutely fundamental to our lives as humans. We're fundamentally dependent on the natural world around us. It provides well-being benefits to us, the food that we eat, tackles some of the more deleterious impacts of climate change. But what the data show, including the data within the NBN Atlas, what they show very clearly is that despite our best efforts, wildlife is still in decline. So we need to take a whole new approach and look at really active, positive actions really to support nature's recovery at a large scale. The Atlas data show us which species we have where in the UK at the moment. By working with the volunteer recording schemes, we can look at which species are declining, which are recovering already, and really start to evidence the impacts we're having.
The data that individuals collect can literally change the world. You can help nature recover, and to me that means everything. And I love meeting wildlife recorders, and I love helping make sure that their efforts aren't in vain, that they really make a difference through the work that they do. We would love it if you would consider joining the NBN Trust, joining our mission to make data work for nature, and helping us have an even greater impact, both with your records and with your support.